everyone. It is the 8th of January 2024, a Wednesday. I am west of Phoenix. So I came in from the boat off. I came in off the airplane from Grand Rapids this morning to Phoenix, Arizona. Somehow we caught a tailwind or something. We cut off a whole hour of flight. So let's just say it's a 4-hour flight. I don't know, but it really took only 3 hours. How nice is that? It was a very uneventful flight, which I was very happy about. You might think that I'm holding this camera, but you might be mistaken too. So I did do some shopping, as you can tell. So I landed in Phoenix. Prior to that, so today's Wednesday, Tuesday, I contacted Dane McNeil. I met him on a flight over here with Kathy about 2 months ago or 3 months ago. Had a really nice conversation. We talked the whole way. I think he talked more than me. But right, Dane? Right, Dane? Anyway, he offered to pick me up from the airport. Seriously. So he picks me up from the airport. Wow. And then we went out for brunch. And then he takes me to a grocery store. And I loaded up groceries. That's what you see on the floor here. I know it's a mess, guys, but then we went to pick up this camper, which is a Class C, smaller one, not a humongous one. No pop-outs or anything. But again, Dane and I had an awesome conversation at the brunch place. Look at all those buildings right there, guys. All square buildings, block buildings. I think they're apartments or homes. Anyway, so I'm about 70 miles east of Quartzsite, my target. So I contacted Dee, and she's all ready for me, man. The problem with this camper is, now it does have a generator in there, but you don't run a generator to run your CPAP machine. I get that. I guess I just wasn't prepared in my head mentally. But Dee has got a couple of really nice, I'm just going to call them Jackeries, Blue Eddies. But what it is, it's a series of lithium batteries in a box, and then you can look at that goofy Sora right there. Looks like a guy. Looks like Slender Man. Anyway, it's got well, it'll power up my CPAP machine. You gotta have it or I'm gonna die. That's what the lady at the motorhome rental place said. You're gonna die. I said, yeah, I know. I gotta have that CPAP running. So anyway, Dee said, please don't worry about it. Dee's a sweetheart lady, guys. Very helpful. Captain Jack is there, so I look forward to seeing him. Jane Bray is there. That's what I heard. I don't believe I've ever met her. She might have, but Tina, the outsider, is going to be there. I don't know. I'm guessing she's probably there now. It is Wednesday now, and I think she took off like Monday. Something like that. We'll see. So, anyway, had a really good flight, very uneventful. Of course, if you show up early with an airplane, the airport might not be ready for you, and that was the case with us. We landed, and then we sat for I don't know how long, but because we were early. So, also, this was weird. I was one of the very last people to board, and by the time I boarded, they didn't have room for the upper, cupboards or whatever for my anything, for my luggage. So that had to go in the belly of the plane. And then I had a guitar, and that was way too big. But they didn't want to put that in the belly of the plane, so they stuck that into the stewardess's closet, clothes closet, uniform closet. That was nice. Very happy there. So, like I said, I was pretty much the very last person to board. And I had the guitar and the suitcase. And the lady who was letting everybody out of the plane, she goes, "Why didn't you come and board during zone 1? I says, "Well, I was zone 8. Doesn't matter. You got a cane. You take precedence over anybody else." I take precedence. So she said I would have been the first one on. If that would have been the case, I would have had room for my luggage. But even with that, it didn't take long before the baggage claim had my luggage there. It was one of the very first ones because it was one of the very last ones loaded. It was one of the first ones out. Blah, 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 blah. But I'm driving westward on Highway 10 towards Quartzsite. So D's direction is to take off at the first exit of there's Yuma, San Diego Yuma. Check it out, guys. How sweet is that? How cool is that? I don't know what I was just saying. Weather is gorgeous here, guys. It's like 70, 72 degrees, something like that. It gets cold here. So, the lady, as she's telling me about this, I know I'm all over the place, guys. But she's telling me about this motor home. It's a little bit bigger than what I originally agreed to, but I agreed to a larger one. So that costs more money. Of course, if a deer hits you or a ram, check these mountains up, guys. Are those really mountains? Help me out here, guys, because they're not big. But if a wild animal, a beast of the field, wilderness, would hit you, it would be my responsibility. So I said, $20 extra a day. So 20 times 7 is $140 US. If it was Canadian, to be worth it. But it's US. So I took it. Also, I just have to make sure it's got a half a tank. So this thing only had a half a tank in there. So, yeah. This thing does have an onboard battery. Whoops. I gotta get in the lane, guys. But it only does the lights, internal lights. It also has a generator, but I have a time limit to that. So, I don't know. So my plan is to hope they don't watch this YouTube video, is when my Jackery, or D's Jackery, needs to be charged, I just run this thing and then probably plug it into the one of these things here. See that? And then charge that jackery up. Let it run. It's a Ford. Fix or repair daily. No, it's a good, powerful vehicle. I'm driving 60 plus. Speed limit is 75 miles an hour, but this is a large, heavy load. I got everything on the floor here. It's got to be put in cupboards, if there's cupboards there. I'm pretty sure there are. Got to be put in cupboards and in the refrigerator. What kind of refrigerator is it, Dirk? The refrigerator is run by propane. She said, oh, also the water heater. The hot water heater is propane. It's on demand. So, you know, the nice thing was Dane went with me, delivered me to the grocery store, and he helped me shop. Kathy had a shopping list a mile long, but it was well worth it because I had to buy extra stuff too. Yeah. The plan also, I know, like I said, I'm all over the place. The plan also is to take this thing to Salton Sea and Slab City. So I hope to have at least 3 other people in here. So it'd be myself, Dee, Captain Jack, and never think of her name, Tina. If there's others, I think there's more than enough room for several other people back there. You know, we got chairs there. I think a kitchen table type thing, dining room table that'll seat 4. Then you got the passenger seat. You know, I'm not going to turn around, but I don't know if there's other rooms. You know, they can even put a chair in her, I guess. I don't know. Just drive carefully, very carefully. You know, it's just so weird. I just saw a beautiful saguaro cactus. Beautiful. Whole bunch of arms up there. You might have caught a glimpse of it. But the bottom is totally ate out, rotted out, or something, or carved out by mice or what have you. Just totally. How it's being held up, I don't know. But anyway, it is just a drop-dead gorgeous day. There is slight foggish in the air, where you can see the traces of the mountains on the sides here. But yeah, and out front, that must be, see a straight line horizon there? I'm guessing that is a railroad track, because railroad tracks are only allowed to grade 5, I think it's like 5%. What does that mean? I don't know. I think it's 5%. So it's a very low grade rise and fall. Quartzsite, 90 miles? What? So I got 90 miles to go yet, guys, which is basically, when I was working, it would be back and forth to work 2 times. Because work was, let's say, 25 miles. So you drive 25 there, 25 home, that's 50. 25 there, 25 home, that's 100 miles in 2 days. So this is a short trip. Actually, it's like 95 miles. So I'll be there in no time flat. All right, guys, I know this is just a talk, the first talk of the trip. I'm just tickled pink, scared to death, because you don't know what to expect. But one of my biggest, actually the biggest concern I had was, how was I going to power my CPAP machine? So somehow I got to make it up to D. I'll figure something out. But anyway, we're going to have a really good time. Oh, like I said, I did bring my guitar along with a bunch of music. I was worried about the guitar because of the size of it, you know. And they said it wasn't going to go on the belly of the plane, because it's soft cover. It wasn't a hard case. I got hard cases, or you can pick up a hard case for an acoustic guitar relatively cheap. Nice thing about the soft case though is I packed a bunch of underwear in there, a bunch of shirts, a pair of sandals, hopefully it doesn't bend the neck, and just, you know, paperwork in that thing. So it's, I was able to squeeze the computer, the laptop, into my suitcase, so that was nice. So since the traffic is dying down, I'm going to kick up the speed a little bit, because it is 75 miles an hour limit, so I can go quite significantly quicker. See ya! Dane McNeil, thank you so much for your conversation and your support for driving me around, dude. Obviously, you didn't have to do that. Some more Seeeees, guys. You know, I'll do some. What was that noise? I'll do some update, or you know, some up close videos of Seeeees again. I did that the last time too, of one Seeeee, but we'll see more. See you guys. Bye.